actually, check the article. I'm curious, because if it's Yoshi P saying that shit, or not Yoshi P,
Yeah.
who's the director of Final Fantasy VII? Yoshinori Kitase. Then, you know damn well that motherfucker gonna say some shit that's crazy.
I don't even know when this was written.
Okay.
Probably a while ago. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, you're on.
Alright, good. But yeah, check the article. I want to see what it says. Like, who's the one who's like saying that shit?
Yeah. I don't see a date. I'll send it to you, but you can look at it later. But I think it's like this must have been like a decade ago, maybe.
Decade ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so some ancient history.
But it's not like the word Western. I don't know. I don't know why they would hate the word. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't really like seem to have that stance now. Is that maybe a Yoichi Wada type thing?
Maybe. Yeah.
Because the old president before Yusuke was kind of crazy with it. He was just like getting people to just churn out Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
You know, Square used to have different stuff, but it got neglected because if it wasn't Final Fantasy, it wasn't making those 6 million figures.
Yeah. Wait, so how many CEOs? Because I think his name is Yosuke Matsudo. Is that him?
Yosuke Matsuda replaced Yoichi Wada back in like 2013. Yoichi Wada like fucking stepped down because Tomb Raider and Sleeping Dogs didn't make the metrics he wanted them to make. So he's like, okay, because these games failed, I'm stepping down from the company. Mind you, also Final Fantasy XIV, that first MMO rendition failed spectacularly and put the company at risk. And Versus 13, before it became Final Fantasy 15, its development was super held back, man. That game, the first trailer for that game started in 2006 on E3.
Wow.
So before that game became Final Fantasy 15 and came out 2016, like that was 10 years of stuff. And of course, Final Fantasy 15 is a different game than Versus, different director, different story vision. But same like character design for Noctis and his homies.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, keep going.
Funny, sorry. I was just looking at his Wikipedia page. He's 48, the Yoshida guy. I'm like, really? You're 48 and you're that young? Like,
Yoshida.
The previous CEO guy.
Yoichi Wada.
Yeah. Or wait. Oh wait, no. Oh, well, okay. One of them 48. I think the other guy is older.
Okay, so who's the 48-year-old? What's his name?
Naoki Yoshida?
Naoki Yoshida is not a president of Square. He's the producer for Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I guess they're all different ages, yeah.
Yeah, Yoshida is, he's just working on all 3 of the MMOs at the same time, and Final Fantasy 16 as a producer. So, he's more of a game producer than a director, but still, he's not in charge of like company financing, talking to shareholders and stuff like that. He's more on the game development side of things.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's like 70. Okay.
Who's the 70-year-old?
Yoshitaka Amano.
Yoshitaka Amano is the character. He does the artwork for the Final Fantasy games and the logos.
Yeah.
Just like the concept art, so promotional material and the logo. He doesn't even design the characters. So.
Okay.
You're just like looking up random ass people now. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see, which way is it?
I think the problem is I don't understand, like, I can't even pronounce these people's names, like, and I'm not familiar with what they do, so, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Square Enix is a holdings company, so while they're in the business of making video games, they're also in the business of making arcade stuff, publishing manga, and most importantly, dealing with stockholders.
Okay.
So you're going to see a lot of corporate names in addition to names of just game developers, and there's also a lot of property that they own.
Yeah. You know, another thing I was thinking about, like, recently E3 got canceled, and, like, I don't know, I don't really get the whole, I mean, I guess it used to be very, like, it kind of had a following, and I feel like, I don't know if they just haven't really been doing much because of the pandemic, or why they're canceling, but yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of things. First off, a lot of game developers hate E3.
Yeah.
So they're looking for anything to replace E3. Really what they ultimately want is more control over how they showcase games and stuff of that nature. Mm-hmm. E3 is mostly for the journalists. Like, the past few E3s have been, like, open to the public, but that's just, like, one of them, really.
Yeah.
So...
I mean... Oh, yeah.
It's really just the fucking Grammys, so...
Yeah.
No normal person wants to be in the fucking Grammys because, like, no one really gives a shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess... I don't know. I mean... I feel like it's not, I don't know, like the way they're like, oh, they got a stage and they got people on stage and all that, it's like, yeah, but like, I don't know, I think they need, it's not just about like, oh, here's, you know, the head of Amazon, here's the head of, you know, Sony, like, I don't know, I feel like they need other kinds of like, they need to engage the like player or like, oh, you know, a new game that they want to hear about, kind of, you know? You know?
No, I don't know what you're trying to say.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they need to, instead of just, like, having the CEO on stage, they need to be like, oh, I don't know, like, I mean, again, I don't know how these people operate, how they work on a daily basis, but, like, I feel like instead of, like, showing a trailer or, like, I don't know, I just feel like they need to be like, oh, here's something that, you know, you like when they did all the remasters and people were like, oh yeah, new remaster from Square or this, like, I don't know, I just feel like they need, like, the digital stuff is not very entertaining for the most part, you know?
No, okay, so basically you don't give a fuck about game trailers.
Sorry, okay, I do like the trailers, but I feel like they don't, I don't know, like if it's a pre-rendered like CG thing and you don't really know about the game.
Oh, okay, you know? So you don't want like just like trailers that show no gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, that YouTuber Kroby is responsible for that.
What?
Basically, like, people stopped showing like actual gameplay and gameplay trailers because Kroby would always like show the final product versus the E3 trailer, and he would always showcase how like different it is from the final product, so people would just say, oh wow, this game is such a downgrade, I'm not buying this game. And then of course they start losing on potential money because some guy basically put a hit out on their game, which he probably didn't want to do that on purpose. He was probably just doing that out of I just want to show the difference between the product as if shown in the trailers versus the actual game that came out, and show like how it isn't the same level of quality. But yeah, it did just like cost a lot of the developers because people would just think, wow, this game sucks. They completely like did false advertising.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I remember when Bloodborne, like when they showed all that, and I was like, oh yeah, like the way they showed the trailer, and it wasn't just like, oh, here's this game, and like then they told who it was made by. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like between the pandemic, it's hard to like really, and everything being digital now, like it's just like, oh, I want to see like the next big thing kind of thing. But yeah.
I mean, what they could do is they could do what Koei Tecmo does, where they showcase a demo right after the trailer, so you can try the game out for yourself.
Yeah.
The reason I'm not defending myself right now is because I'm trying to look for this, actually. This. Oh, no, never mind. This isn't where I wanted to go. There's like an elevator that I'm trying to remember where it's at.
Oh no, run away.
Fuck that guy, he's pussy. See how I cooked this shit?
Yeah. I do like the, like, what is that, little, the flowers in that cave, the little detail.
Yeah, the game definitely has a nice creative vision to it, but where the hell is this elevator? That's the thing, man. Like, the last time we went through this shit was probably like early February, January, or some shit like that. My internal mapping is garbage right now, but I did make that shortcut, so it's got to be around here somewhere. But yeah, you are right. It'd be nice if we could get some gameplay trailers or demos or something to have us know what a game essentially is, because sometimes I'll look at a state of play and people will think I'm excited for the game because I'm like, what game is this? What is this game? People are like, wow, he's really interested in it. It's like, no, I'm like, what the fuck is... But the worst part is when they don't even, like, nowadays these new trailers, they don't even let you know what the name of the game is until like the end.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying all this shit, like, hey yo, what the fuck is this shit? People are thinking, wow, he's really interested in this. No, you just showed me a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Ah, it just froze again. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that, like, the other thing is, like, I think spring is the better time to, like, do all this, because, like, when we wait for summer, it's just kind of like a long, you know, nothing really comes in the spring, and then we're waiting for, like, you know, E3 or whatever, and it's like, alright, cool, but, like, now we have to wait for another summer every single year. Yeah.
Oh, the thing is, we got E3. For those of us who are weeaboos, we got the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah.
So that's September. So we get like something 3 months after that. And then there's the Game Awards, which honestly kind of sucks.
Yeah. But I mean,
that's fucking... Yeah, that's December, so...
Yeah.
You got June, September, December something. But you're right, there's like nothing for... March or April.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could go into, like, I don't know. There are millions of ideas, but I feel like until they have an idea, yeah.
The problem is that if you did have something for March and September, obviously they try to put all their big things in E3. Well, you'd probably just end up getting some of the shittier things at that time.
I mean, it's funny because, like, you know, I think there have been years where, like, there was, like, a big, I don't know when this was, but, like, it was, like, back in December, I think Walmart or, like, some of our retail was like, oh, yeah, like, I don't know, partnering with, like, some game company, and it's like, yeah, like, I guess people want to know, like, if a game comes out in winter or Christmas or whatever, and they're like, oh, it comes out I don't know, like, they expect that it's gonna sell well for the Christmas holiday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. You know?
Okay, so I got to the elevator, but I don't know what pathing I did to get here. Because I was just going in circles until I found my destination. But
Yeah.
the boss should be nearby, that's all that really matters.
But I don't know, I guess I'm just saying, like, the winter holiday sometimes can be, like, people are like, oh yeah, they buy a lot of stuff in there back then, right?
Yeah, and people would tend to buy a lot of shit for Christmas and Black Friday.
Yeah. Oh, why is my... Hold on, I'm getting a call. Right back.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so press triangle. So I forgot how to toggle weapons. Okay. I'm getting reacquainted with the controls and shit, so I was trying to remember what button toggles items. It turns out it's only the down button, not the up, unfortunately.
Alright, sorry.
Don't worry about it, I was just getting reacquainted with the controls.
Okay, so call. Amygdala.
Yep. The fear response in the brain.
Wait, I didn't even know that.
What?
I didn't even know that was a thing. Amygdala, or whatever.
I've known what the amygdala is since I was 17.
Okay, I roughly... Okay, emotion, yeah.
Okay, let me not log on. Hold up. I'm doing everything way wrong. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me switch my weapon right now.
Jeez, it's like brutal.
Let me see. How do I switch? Okay. No, I wanted to switch my weapon. Okay. Yeah, I was playing this game a few weeks ago, so I don't know why I'm so controller tied. Okay. There you go.
I feel like if you were to make your own Souls boss,
Okay.
Oh.
Gangsta!
If you were to make like your own Souls boss, like your own original boss, what would they look like?
If I made my own Souls boss, I'd probably make like a hermaphrodite angel.
Like an actual, like an angel.
Yeah, like that'd probably be like the design I want to make. Like,
Wait, what?
you know, girl titties, a dude face.
Wait, I thought. Oh wait, that's right. There's the statue. Or no, who am I thinking of? Who's that Greek statue?
Gangsta.
You're doing good. Oh, I don't know the name. There's a Greek statue of like some. I thought hermaphrodite used to be like a different word back then.
Hold on, this music is too fucking loud and all the gay ass screaming he's doing.
I don't know, I used to just turn the music down.
Oh shit, that was my chance.
Alright, oh yeah, I mean, you're doing good,
Hold on. Ah, man. Let me get some space, cause he got me up in that wall. Ah!
Who's screaming?
That's how he's like screaming, man.
Turn the volume down, man. Imagine like that sound if someone go on and goes,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay, hold on. Is this it?
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
Wait, did you just... dog? Oh my god. What?
Alright.
He must have dogs. What's this? Oh my god.
Anyway, so what was you talking about? We saw like a statue or something?
Oh, no, I just, I thought hermaphrodite was a Greek thing. Statue.
Hermaphrodite is someone who has, who's both a man and a woman.
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite is the name of a Greek goddess, so that's probably what you were...
Oh, yeah, Aphrodite. Yeah, that's also weird how that word came before trans, but anyway.
No, because they're completely different things.
Oh.
One is, you know, when you have, like, you know, a chromosome thing that makes you have both men and women traits.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's like a gene thing, or?
Yeah, a chromosome thing that makes you have, like, you're both a man and a woman.
Okay.
A pseudo-hermaphrodite is when, you are a dude generally, but because of an immunity you have to testosterone in the womb, you end up looking completely woman-like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works the other way.
Yeah. But I guess if you, like, I'm trying to visualize this thing, like, it has wings, it's an angel, but, like, it would have to be, like,
You know, it looks like a man, but it has women breasts. Like that'd be the type of boss I'd pick in a Souls-like if I ever designed a boss. It'd be flying around and shit.
Yeah.
Shooting, swinging its spear at you or something. Shooting lasers.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like tiny wings and then it gets bigger. Wow.
Maybe it turns into like a lion chimera thing halfway through. That'd be the type of boss I'd probably make.
Yeah.
But that's probably just because I'm used to playing JRPGs where the boss is some type of entity like that.
I need to like look at like the history of boss battles because like I just feel like it's so weird going from like PS1 to like big boss battles in Bloodborne. It's so different.
I mean, Bloodborne's game design philosophy, Miyazaki's like one of the games that influenced him, I think, was Ico.
Yeah.
Now, if Ico's a game where you can't die.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss. Hold on. It's gonna cut out. I need to move.
There is audio cutoff because of my headphones and the PlayStation 4 controller being... The new one I got sucks. So sometimes there'll be audio cutoff.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just interesting to see because I feel like even like I don't even know what like the bosses that are today.
Okay, good. It doesn't like spew out intestines that kill you.
New Final Fantasy are different than like other bosses.
Final Fantasy,
The Origin one, I mean.
Final Fantasy Origin plays more like Neo than it does Souls. Because it's made by the Neo dudes, like Koei Tecmo.
Oh, yeah. I guess PS1 didn't really have. I mean, we had Crash Bandicoot, but that didn't. Like that was kind of a boss, but it wasn't like a full-on boss.
Yeah, there were boss fights in PlayStation 1 games.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, there was all sorts of PlayStation 1 games, like Alundra, fucking Silent Bomber,
That's
Metal
true.
Gear.
Yeah. Yeah, so like different variety.
Mega Man Legends, yeah, there's all types of stuff with boss fights. Okay. I'm just waiting for this guy to lower his head. Oh, there you go. That saves you time.
Yeah. Oh, God, I feel like I don't know, my back and my I could get this way. Sorry.
Let me just wait for him to do that thing where he lowers his head. Oh yeah, you hurting?
Yeah.
I guess I should remind you guys that a month ago, my penis was hurting, my anus was hurting,
Okay, don't go.
my left testicle was hurting, my left foot was hurting, My left butt cheek was hurting, my prostate was hurting, and my thigh was hurting, my left thigh.
I don't even understand how all those things can go. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I was dealing with that because my coccyx was hurting. That's why everything else was hurting. Okay, let me turn around. This time, hopefully it'll work. Ooh, got your ass.
Yeah. I don't know, I was thinking the body had like, what do you call it? Just some form of like, some better feel.
Okay, let me wait for this. This guy is not... This guy has so much reach now, man. It's so annoying. Ah, hell nah. That was my chance right there.
Okay, so let me think about, you know, say the body, and the body feeling great, like the way our body feels. I don't know, we're not like that.
Listen, whatever you're saying, I'm not hearing it because this game is loud as fuck. And your voice is super soft.
Yeah, I was just saying that the way that our body feels, it's not like, you know, we're like really super fast feeling.
Ah, hell nah, man. It's like his arms get in the way. That energy thing, like the last second, man. Okay. Oh, my back's to the wall. Oh. Okay, just one more hit. Anyway. So what about the body?
Alright, well, first, why don't you turn the volume down?
Are you stupid right now, man?
Oh, okay. I don't know. Lost my train of thought.
Ah, got his ass. Yeah, I'm not gonna lower my volume while doing that shit.
Yeah, or just go back to the hub area. Yeah.
Alright. So, now you can say all of that. Because I'm not being drowned out by loud music.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know, I just feel like the human body doesn't have a good way of regenerating faster or healing faster.
Especially if you're 25 and up, the body starts to lose some of its senescence ability.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it like this. For a lot of our cells, we're, you know, changing completely, like, every 6 months. So, on a cell-by-cell basis, for most of your organs and skin, you're different than the person you were in October by now.
Yeah.
So, since your body is completely, you know, stuck regenerating all these cells and doing all this stuff, you know, it can, like, do some of that to heal itself. And there's also a lot of autoimmune disorders we have because food quality sucks, air quality sucks, water quality is ass.
Yeah. It's weird. It's... Well, I guess, I mean, 25... I guess it starts that way, or I don't know why it's so early.
25 because that's when your telomerase starts to shrink.
Yeah. What's a telomerase? I'm afraid to ask.
So, the telomerase is a thing which allows you to make telomeres, which allow you to produce DNA, like these strands. And of course, these shrink and thin out over time as your body is essentially running short of them.
Yeah.
And because of that, that's what causes aging, because literally your genetic code is, the stuff that makes it is shrinking down. That's an oversimplification. 16-year-old me could have given you a better explanation. 15-year-old me could have given you a better explanation.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff, like... Okay, yeah, I'm looking right at a photo, and it's like, wow, DNA.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, some people try to, reverse aging by injecting telomerase, but the thing is, that can cause... Because you want to know what cells in your body are immortal? Cancer cells.
What?
Yep. Cancer cells have eternal life. They can reproduce infinitely, and that's why they fuck you up.
I guess cancer's deadly, so unless they found a way to reverse engineer it and make it non-deadly.
Yeah. I remember one dude who was kind of a weirdo used to tell me that if they reverse engineered AIDS, you could probably use that to fix a lot of things in the body, but cancer cells aren't the only things that have infinite telomerase. Your sex cells also have it too.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know. I feel like in 10 years, someone will be like, I found a way to reverse cancer. Yeah. Something weird.
I mean, let me think. You're gonna have to have some type of alternative medicine for that, because a lot of means by which we treat cancer is also stressful on the body. Chemo and all that stuff, people start to lose their appetite, lose their hair, lose weight.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of, I think, if someone was writing a grad paper on the body and cells and cancer and all this stuff, I feel like they probably know more than just studying it from science, right?
Well, a lot of people do research on how to reverse aging and stuff like that, and how to extend the human lifespan to 200 years or sorts of interesting things, but there's usually never a payoff to those studies.
Okay, yeah.
I remember the I Fucking Love Science Facebook thing. They used to always talk about all these breakthroughs that were happening in physics and biology that never went anywhere.
Yeah. I guess biology is very, there's a lot of, you have to study to be a biologist, right?
To be a biologist, yeah, that's not really it's not a job where you can bullshit your way through it. Although people do bullshit their way through it, but you gotta put in some amount of effort and get credentials.
Yeah. It's weird how, I don't know, from a simple job as, a janitor or, clerk to, a biologist, somebody, I don't know, I'd never be a biologist, but, a lot of work.
Yeah. I wouldn't be a fucking, a surgeon I had a feeling I'd just like go crazy and just start cutting the person up. Cause it's when I was in like high school, when we were dissecting like brains and hearts and stuff like that, people were looking at me and they said, "Wow, this guy's really having fun." I've never seen this guy smile before, but when I saw him cut up that cow's brain, he was having the time of his life.
Oh, God. I'm sure there's been like a surgeon who like, I don't know, like a surgeon in the or like the very first American century, and he like accidentally killed someone by mistake.
Oh yeah, accidental killing happens all the time in medicine, like surgeons and stuff like that. Especially in brain surgery, heart surgery. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it happens all the fucking time. That's one of those things, depending on the operation, you got like a 30% chance of living.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, how do people deal with that? Like, they make a mistake and they're like, oh, sorry, man.
How do people deal with what?
Well, like, you know, if they perform a surgery and they're like, oh, sorry, I accidentally killed him. Like, how do you deal with that?
How they deal with it is that they either get sued for medical malpractice if they made a stupid-ass mistake, but if it's a surgery that, the chances are low because it's at a, difficult part of the body and shit like that, then there's not really much you can do. It's part of the, operation, like...
Yeah.
Now, obviously, in a situation like, dude cutting you up when he shouldn't have, or doing something really bad during the operation, just like, what the fuck were you thinking? Then the family can sue, but if it's like a risky operation, then they usually probably make you sign something.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I feel maybe it's like I have this weird feeling where it's like I have one thought and then the thought gets lost and it's like completely gone. I'm like, where'd it go?
Oh, you got brain fog.
Yeah.
Just try to stay away from like EMF for a while.
Yeah.
And probably get your nutrients up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's my advice for everything. Just get your nutrients up because when in doubt, usually people aren't eating right.
I mean,
sleeping right.
It's weird, like, I mean, it's weird, like, we have vitamins, we have, like, all this stuff, we have, like, nutrients and food, and it's like, I don't know, why can't they combine a giant, I don't know, nutrient ball or something?
That's what Soylent is. Like, all those, like, meal replacement things. I mean, they made it just so that, like, they can stop giving people lunch breaks. Like, here's a drink that has all the nutrients you need. All the protein, all the micros, all the carbohydrates, all the fats. Now, stop taking your lunch break. Just sip on it while you're working.
Wow.
But, it usually makes people throw up.
Yeah. I thought Soylent was like that horror film, or is that the...
Yeah, Soylent Green. It's named after that horror film where it turns out that food is actually humans. So I guess they decided, let's make it dystopian sounding, just to like make it sound badass and edgy.
Yeah.
But yeah, when in doubt, it's usually like a lack of nutrients or fucked up sleeping. You know what I found out? For the past 5 years, I've been like gasping for air when I was sleeping, like can't breathe and shit like that. And I thought it was sleep apnea, like some obstructive stuff in my adenoids, but I already had surgery for that as a kid. You want to know what it was? I was giving myself a sleeper hold while I was sleeping. I was choking myself out. Yeah, because, you know, when it's cold out, you try to, like, you know, go in fetal position and tuck yourself in the blanket. I was tucking my chin too much, and I was actually cutting off the oxygen flow. So I would just get up, like, do a sit-up, because I can't breathe and shit. And it turns out it's because I was moving weird.
Ugh. Crazy.
Yeah. Also, like, I wanted to explain what I was saving for the stream. Just the annoying shit I had to do to change my phone number because there's this thing going on called the 3G shutdown where 3G services on phones don't work anymore. And for some reason my provider, my mobile carrier, thinks that I don't have 4G LTE access on my phone, that I only have 3G, so it blocked me out. I had to get a new SIM card, a new provider, basically spend $77.
What?
And like do all this shit just to like get access to like making phone calls again.
Wow. I thought, don't they like, I thought SIM cards were like, they're kind of mess up your, they have to get a new SIM card every year, or kind of stuff.
Basically, 3G service got shut down in this country because they want to have room for more 5G, 4G, really just 5, eventually 10G. So a lot of our 3G services just got taken out. And unfortunately, my provider has been super unprofessional. I've been seeing complaints about them because a lot of people have been calling saying, oh, why can't I get or receive phone calls? I had to switch to a new provider because I thought my problem was that the SIM card wasn't Verizon, but it turns out it was just that provider sucked. And they wanted me to buy a $500 phone when really all I had to do was spend $50 and solve the problem, which I would have probably had to spend less money than that if they were about their bullshit and didn't have to switch to a different service. But no, here we are now. I'm paying extra money. Plus, I don't think my pops wants to pay for my phone bill anymore. So now I got a new bill of $50 every month, probably, because my pops, knowing him, he's probably gonna try to pull a fast one on me. But try to like not pay the only bill he ever pays for me ever.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, now I gotta deal with a new expense. I just got out of a big expense, which is Netflix. Netflix is like charging $20. Like when I used to use Netflix, it was like a $10 service. But my mom said, you know, she's gonna let, you know, pay for my Netflix service because there's no reason for me to be spending that much money when I'm not making that much.
I feel like Netflix and Verizon and all these, you have to pay for a phone, you have to pay for a subscription, you have to like, it's weird how they, I don't know, like, it's not like I don't know what it is like now, but you have to pay for like taxes and charges and like, why so much money?
Well, it's because we gotta spend all this money on the logistics of everything.
And, well, I mean, it changed over time, right?
It depends, because there's things we don't pay for anymore. Like, I don't pay for cable because I don't watch television. I don't even have a television box.
Wow. Yeah.
No, I don't watch any channels. I don't even have access to any channels anymore, so that's an expense I don't deal with.
True.
But yeah, now I have to pay for my phone plan because I don't think my pops is gonna. I think he's gonna like skip off on me. He told me, "Hey, take the $50 phone plan and your phone will work again." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I think he's gonna just like not do anything after that, man. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only reason I'm spending all this money is because it's your advice, and really. The only reason I use a phone is for medical appointments.
Yeah.
And to get like a text from my mom, some shit like that. And to talk to him. Like, I'm not using my phone to get women. Well, at least not like, at least not texting and calling.
Yeah.
My homies ain't calling me up, man. I don't even know if one of my best friends is alive or not. Like, the most recent thing I saw of him was like a picture of him from the military in 2016 that his dad uploaded.
Yeah.
Now, I can't like ask anything about him because his dad only posts pictures of his new children. Which I don't know why he has new children. He's like fucking 80. And his sister be posting like twerk videos where she's not even twerking. She's just doing like an app to like Photoshop her face into the woman who's twerking.
Oh my god.
Oh, I forgot about you.
You know, I don't know. I feel like even if I'm gonna take a break in April, but like I just feel like even if I like I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I just feel like I need to like take some time off. You know.
Okay, what's your birthday anyway? It's on a Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Well, I don't stream those days, but I might make an exception if you're available to do like a birthday stream.
Yeah.
Cause Kago, that kid we streamed with like a while ago, and I did the DLC viewer specials with. His birthday was March 31st, so I gave him a belated, but I might do the same for you, and I might actually stream in your case, going above and beyond that.
Okay.
Because a viewer special for someone's birthday sounds next level.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's something like I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like there's a lot of like I see a lot of Twitch like birthday streams and all that, but it's like I don't know. I want to like I don't know do like something new I've never done before, you know. So, you know.
Funeral stream?
No, sorry. Like something like a.
That'd be fucked up.
No, it sounds really bad. I'm sorry. I said a birthday stream on Twitch, but I feel like I've seen a lot of those. But I personally would like to do like something new, like something different,
Okay, that's why I made the joke. Start streaming funerals instead of birthdays.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Let's not do that.
I'm gonna play fucking Bloodborne at this man's funeral.
God.
That's a way any funeral ever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure something weird like that. They'll change the rules in the States and something wacky will happen like that in the future.
It'd be like some out-of-pocket ass man.
Yeah. Oh god. Anyway. This is what happens when I just completely lose track of talking about funerals.
No, because you want to do something new. I'm like, that's an interesting thing. That's new. How about we stream, instead of birthday streams, death day streams. Oh yeah, I just found out my homie died. Let's stream. We'll stream his favorite game.
Yeah.
That's how you'll get haunted. That's how like a ghost. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just harass this guy until he kills himself.
You know, I feel like if there was an afterlife and there was just a bunch of ghosts like hanging out, they're like, "Hey man, we're just playing games in the afterlife."
Yeah, you know, ghosts would probably be really chill, but then again, like the reason they're typically portrayed as like vengeful is because historically a bunch of emperors got haunted by vengeful ghosts.
Yeah.
So now we're like, you know, motherfuckers only like decide to like become ghosts and not just pass on to the afterworld because they're super mad about something.
Yeah.
Okay, Florida man, chill.
Was there an actual man that was like...
Sucking my face up and shit, man. Gross ass motherfucker.
Oh boy. Oh, that's why I can't fucking eat dinner. That's why.
Yeah. Man, for breakfast I had like rice and liver.
Oh boy.
So like, you know, I'm densed out, man.
I don't understand like all the weird stuff like cow tongue, liver, like jeez.
Well, that's because it's natural to eat the organs of the animal first. You know, that's where all the nutrients are at, as opposed to the muscle.
Yeah.
And like, if you ever see like an animal like kill and eat its prey, it usually goes for the organs first.
Oh my god. Wow. I mean, I don't know. Well, I mean, oh god.
How would I get caught by your ass twice?
Oh my god.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, at least you can't back up from here on out, so I'm ready for your ass. Oh yeah. You know what Keiko told me? He told me that my younger bro sounds scary.
Yeah.
Because he like he was in a party and then he heard my bro's voice. And he's like, damn, he sounds terrifying.
Oh, God. I mean, I don't know. Well, how many, like, we have me, Kago, I don't know, like, I feel like I need to, like, people in my circle who, like, use Twitch. Like, I don't have any friends that have jobs that use Twitch.
Oh, you tried it. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting on your ass. Oh, yeah.
Is the volume down or can you still hear?
I can hear you.
Okay.
But yeah, you want a bigger friend group.
Yeah, just no one, like, uses Twitch in my, like, you know, anyone I know yet.
There's a kid who I went to elementary school with who uses Twitch, but he streams inconsistently, and he moved to California sometime.
Wow.
Moved to California because he kind of was dealing with the same, like, family problems I was dealing with, but with his family, and I know his family because, like, they used to beat the shit out of both of them in front of me. His moms, really. His dad was cool.
Wow. Yeah.
She would just smack the fuck out of them.
Damn.
But yeah, I used to chat with him when we were streaming and stuff like that, and very chill guy, very fun to be around. So,
Yeah.
no, it'd be cool to link up with him again, but who knows when that gonna happen.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's Twitch, like there's a community, and then there's like a small community, but it's not like, I don't know. Like if Twitch ever became more like, if they were, I don't know what you would call like, they did like a Twitch, student program, or like you went to school or college and they like helped you, be a Twitch streamer and did more of that. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, like they gave you like scholarships if you were like a pro gamer as a student, and that would be interesting. Of course, I'm not sure how big Twitch is as a platform for that. Really, Twitch is owned by Amazon, so you probably have to ask the Amazon guys to try to make it happen as a liaison.
That's true, yeah. How long have we been? We've been on here for a couple minutes, or how long have we streaming?
We've been streaming for about an hour.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I did link up with Bobby. There's the Chaos of Death, or whatever his name is, Zombie of Death 13.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those two Russian kids who used to come to my stream, but I guess because Russia is so banned on social media, I can't really communicate with them anymore.
Yeah.
Who else do I have, like, that I could probably get closer with?
I thought, wait, didn't they, I thought they, like, banned Twitch in Russia or something.
Oh, they banned everything from Russia, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
They banned fucking money from Russia.
Yeah, it's like, you can't use that,
Yeah, that's true, man, but when you get down to it, oh, someone's coming in. Let's see. I was about to say some shit. When you get down to it, there's a couple dudes who I can still link up with, but we're gonna have to build our circle up brick by brick.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Discord, so
yeah.
That's a handy tool.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, like, I like how, you have your, I like how you have, like, your streaming days and you have your, like, own, because I feel like, I don't know, it's a combination for me of, like, picking a day and like, sticking to that day instead of being like, not, I don't know, making the indecisiveness. So.
Well, I basically have to have a schedule because a lot of my homies from back when we were all subscribed to the same YouTuber, Twitch guy, our circle has a schedule, so I don't want to compete with them.
Yeah.
But a lot of those dudes don't really come to my streams because they all got work, and I tend to stream earlier on the day.
Yeah.
Or they're streaming early in the day too, so either one of those kind of invades like a potential server. There is a chick actually who used to be part of our circle, but they kind of excommunicated her because she would just get angry and start yelling at everyone because of her physical disability and being frustrated about that. I think she'd probably be good to have because she's good at like clipping stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I might like try to hit her up one day on Discord, especially because I don't think after all these years she knows that I started streaming like during the pandemic era.
Yeah.
She'll love it because I think she's been like getting sick of Discord because everyone doesn't want to hang out with her. They're like tired of her ass and shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's
I mean,
true,
she was cool to me. Like, I think maybe she was just angry because, of course, you'd be angry if you have seizures all the time.
Yeah. Uh, oh no, headache. This can't be good. Oh god.
You know, I actually, a couple days ago, I got a headache that was so bad I turned blind.
Yeah.
Like, I would literally, off the left side of my vision, just like, get everything blurred so I couldn't see.
Yeah.
And I had to start reading books instead of looking at screens to fix that. So for a while, like an Amish man.
Yeah. Oh, what was I saying? Alright, food, and then next week, I don't know. Well, I mean, do you, like, if you started a YouTube channel versus Twitch...
I already have a YouTube channel.
Oh, right.
Same username, too.
I forgot. I don't know. Wait, why have I never seen... It's the same as, the Wave Bee, or...
No, Mr. Wonka 7.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have it, but keep in mind, I talk more about politics in my thing. So, I did have, like, Let's Plays, but I mostly stuck to politics.
Yeah.
Because, like, my main audience, they would get pissed at me if I talked about, like, Naruto or wrestling. Actually, they liked when I talked about wrestling, but I stopped doing that a while ago. And I haven't made and published a political video in years, like, since 2019, the end of it.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, well, the last thing I was going to say, probably a hot topic, but what do you think about that Will Smith punching, that part when he punched Chris Rock?
I did give out my opinion of, like, one aspect of it, but I guess in the general aspect, I will say that, it's just kind of hard to take Will Smith defending his wife seriously when his wife cheated on him with his son's best friend.
Yeah. Yeah. What? I thought, I don't understand, because, like, I haven't really understood. I thought they were divorced, and they weren't divorced, and she was cheating on him.
Oh, no, Will Smith hates divorces. He had one divorce with a chick from, like, 95 or something, and then he married Jada in 97, and no matter what she does to him, he's never gonna divorce her because he hates the idea of divorcing anyone. Like, basically, she could decide to, like, murder both their kids and he still wouldn't leave her because he hates getting a divorce.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really what it comes to. I mean, she basically tells everyone that she's not even in love with Will. She's still in love with the ghost of her dead rapper boyfriend.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, it's like, I mean, I don't know what they'll do. At some point, like, they either got a divorce or they gotta, like, I don't know, move on with their life.
You're right. They gotta do that shit because, like, you can't be in a relationship with a person who just straight up tells you every day they don't love you. And if you're gonna punch the shit out of someone for insulting that person, then that means that you got issues. Because let me tell you, if someone was making fun of a girlfriend I had that I'm not leaving for whatever reason, I guess because I don't want to, like, deal with a messy divorce, and, like, they just made fun of that same person who's making me miserable, cheating on me, and stuff like that, I'd be, happy. I'm like, okay, come on, keep saying your shit.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know whatever, like, there have been actors who have, like, I don't know, like, there have actors who, like, swore on set for the Oscar. I've never seen anyone, like, actually punch someone. Like, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but, like, let me say it like this. If it was a better, couple, like, two people who really love each other, and then you insulted that person's wife, then or their mom even, I could understand getting smacked. But for Jada, it just doesn't make sense. Like, really? That's the person who you want to, like, defend her honor?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna do that. She's gonna leave you for another 20. She's gonna leave you for me.
Yeah.
Or you.
That's true.
So that's the main issue I take with it. When it comes down to it, I just can't relate.
Yeah, that's true. Oh. Alright, I should probably get some food.
Alright, after you eat, are you gonna come back? Or are you gonna call it a night?
Yeah, I'll come back. After.
Alright, then I'm just gonna make the shortcut to the boss and then do some grinding and then wait for you.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Now that actually gives me some options I typically don't have. Let me see. What is that noise? Oh, okay. So people say that this is the scariest area in the game. This is the closest to like a horror experience they ever have with Bloodborne. I am not used to it being spring, man. It's 6:10, sunny out. Feels like a damn travesty. But yeah, this is the first viewer special delegated to a Saturday that I've had in months, so I didn't expect that I'd get this far into it, actually, which is a good thing, because after these two optional boss fights, it's just the end of the game, so that means that I can finally wrap up the viewer special Bloodborne series, or continue it on in a different form, maybe Keiko-centric. But either way, it's an end of an era, man. There's a window I can smash after I'm done with this next encounter. That usually has people walled up, like they don't know how to progress with the story. But yeah, if I do that, I'll get to the last optional boss at this point in the game. My resume is padded. But yeah, I've tweeted a little bit about it. I'm annoyed about the 3G shutdown, not just because it means we're gonna be dealing with a lot more crappy internet, excessive radiation and stuff like that, but it also just means that mobile carriers that are less professional are gonna start doing ridiculous stunts like what I had to deal with the previous company. I'm not going to name the company that I was under before, but the fact that I had to spend a lot of money to get a new service, it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass when I have a 4G LTE compatible phone that hasn't changed ever. When I changed other service, I had to mess with the AOC and stuff like that, or AOS. I don't remember the exact lettering of the acronym, but I did have to deal with that. But even when I didn't, I could still get phone calls, which was a problem with H2O. Well, I said it wrong, but you already know what company it is that I was dealing with, if you can connect the dots. I ain't trying to start no beef with no companies, so. A lot of people that dealt with them, they tried to like just change the SIM card and see if it would fix it, but no, that's not enough. So, it's unfortunate. From the grapevine and phone service, we've all been hearing how garbage they've been handling their business, not just with the service of providing internet access, phone servicing, but customer service as well, just ghosting your customer base. There's so many companies that have a phone line customer service thing where they don't even pick up the phone. Not just these carriers, but also doctors' offices. Jack Stein talked about how Discord doesn't have a phone line for customer service, and that was a big part of his complaint when his Discord was locked up for many moons. But at least in his case, no, they're not going to have a phone service. If they did have a phone service, they wouldn't pay attention. Have an email service, so he was able to make the appeals as consistently as I told him to make it, and finally get his thing restored, which is great. Because he has that Discord server, and hopefully we can add more people to that Discord server, create a strong friend group, and platform build. But yeah, this place just doesn't seem that scary to me. Maybe it's because I don't have that much insight. I only have 27 due to the brain suckers, but I did come in with pretty free insight. I guess it really just comes down to the OST, the menacing enemy variants. And just the fact that the enemies here are of a less human variety, less Lovecraftian even, like, you just got brain suckers, werewolves, dark beast parlor dudes, and these like ball sack entities, these jelly heads. No insight whatsoever, no ascension, less than like human level at this point. It's an interesting opposite end of the spectrum from Mensis. It's just funny to think that you get to the bottom of the Cathedral Ward and you're in early game. This is also an excellent place to get bloodstone chunks, so I'm probably just going to grind them off screen. Since I want to get my Tonitrus to rank 9 and 10. A lot of stuff worth getting. But yeah, I am grateful for my experiences with this game. This game allowed me to meet a good friend. And while I never thought I would end up being a social gamer or play multiplayer games on stream, the merit has been there in terms of me building a group of people I can trust. Normally I care more for games where I can take a step back and analyze, which this is an excellent game for, especially the single player content. Because of this campaign as opposed to the first one I had that I never streamed many years ago, this one has been a lot less character oriented. I haven't really interacted with many of the NPCs, but in a way that's okay. I think in this game in particular, you want to engage earlier on with your first campaign, having that full Souls-like experience where you're interacting with everyone, starting quest lines, and figuring out that characters aren't who they say they are. And then later on, you can have campaigns that are a little less like that, a little more arcadey. It's a different take than how I play Dark Souls, where the first campaign is more of a beeline, and well, really the third campaign is the beeline. Second is like the detail-oriented one. Speaking of that, like, I noticed my homie Zombie of Death, who carried me through early Dark Souls, is streaming the Gundam games, and that's pretty interesting, especially considering the fact that FromSoft is going to eventually make an Armored Core thing. I'm going to just try to be a man of my word. Might as well check this. Looking from Bloodborne to Bloodstained. You know, this weapon here does remind me of Brotherhood from Final Fantasy X or the Khalid Bolg. I don't know, just a bluish green water pattern blade. Slightly transparent. Obviously, it's far predates anything from Final Fantasy X. It's a Kingsfield reference. Kingsfield 2 in particular from 1995. I honestly don't know which one I'm gonna get the platinum for first, Kingdom Hearts or this game. Well, with Kingdom Hearts, probably it'll take less sessions for me to get through it. But with this game, I'm probably going to be more proactive in it once I can proceed through it without having to do viewer specials. So how high is my discovery set? It's 147, so... When I was fighting Amygdala, the reason I was... switched to the Martyr Logarius Blade, or... the Ludwig Holy Blade, actually, that's what it was. It's because the L2 attack is just so good with that one for parrying and stuff like that, and getting visceral, like, critical hits. This one's great for crowd control. It really is, but you know, it helped me with Bloodletting Beast Headless. Unfortunately, for some things you'd rather have the Ludwig Holy Blade, for some things you'd rather have this one. It depends on which L2 is preferable, it depends on which R1 is preferable. And if you don't have a decent arcane, like my arcane stat is straight booty right now, well, you already know how that's gonna play out. Thinking about it now, because I've been shopping around for doctors since February. What if I did get a message back all this time? Okay, so Jackson is gonna take a nap. With that being said, I think it's time for me to wrap this up. To quote Maddie B. Rap, you thought it was over, ha. Well, that actually is over. Been your boy Mr. Wonka 7, and suck my